Hi, everyone, and welcome to part one of the season two podcast episodes review. You will have noticed I did season one, I'm now doing season two. Now, at the start of each of these, I'm going to have an actual quote from me. So, this season, I embrace a growth mindset, which allows me to remain open to new ideas and perspectives. This openness does not mean I must accept every opinion, but rather that I'm willing to consider them as opportunities for reflection and potential change. The reason that I actually picked this quote of mine was because, I've had guests on. I had guests on in season one, I've had guests on in season two, and I didn't have any for season three. It was all about sort of me and lots of things happening. And I'm going to have guests again for season four. Now, all of those guests have been amazing and they've got all their own opinions and everything. That doesn't mean that I actually need to take on everything that they say. What I'm doing is I'm having those guests, as it says, to be open to new ideas and perspectives. Now, episode 54 was creativity in the solar lunar chakra. The solar lunar chakra is I was downloaded that there was two chakras above us, the solar and the lunar, that formed as one and has now become that. So the power of surrendering. Surrendering to the creative process allows new ideas to emerge, making space for emotional healing and self-compassion. Now, this solar lunar chakra is, of course, one of the high boards, the chakra outside of our body. And of course, as you go up there, your vibration goes higher. And surrendering doesn't mean you give up. Surrendering means that you've come to all these amazing conclusions and you just go, you know what? I'm going to relax. I'm going to relax. I'm going to let go and I'm going to do all that beautiful, amazing stuff. And it really does actually help the emotional healing and having self-compassion for yourselves. Now, trust in your abilities. Building trust in your skills and services is vital. It empowers you to embrace new challenges and maintain a positive outlook. Now, the abilities is not only just the beautiful psychic abilities that we all have, it's the abilities that you have in your business. You have amazing abilities, skills, knowledge, techniques, tools, everything. And when you trust in all of that, it's amazing what can actually happen. And it does maintain a positive outlook. And commitment matters. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again and again. Being fully committed to your business is essential for its growth. This commitment can sometimes involve reassessing priorities and workload. And I've certainly done that in the last just over 2.5 years because I've moved, I think, about 7 or 8 times now. And so for me, I needed to reassess everything. Now, in episode 55, I chatted to the lovely Nadine Zammit, and we talked about healing money trauma. Now, money as a healing tool, I should actually say tool, viewing money as a means to nurture and elevate our lives rather than a source of stress can transform our relationship with it. This perspective helps individuals align their financial goals with their values and passions. And I talk about values a lot because we all have values. And I've been doing NLP where we actually elicit the values, and mine have actually changed. It's been really interesting because some people say that your values, don't change. They might change in the priority or whatever. I actually found that's not true. So again, when we looked at being open to ideas, for me, when somebody says that things don't change, I take it and I go, okay, is that really true? And so for me, it's not. Education on money. Teaching about financial literacy and the emotional aspects of money can empower individuals to break free from the cyclical patterns of scarcity and fear. Now, I had scarcity and fear so much around money. And this is where the next one comes into it, integrating shadow aspects. Embracing and integrating the shadow aspects of our financial beliefs leads to greater self-discovery, allowing for compassion and understanding our money stories. And this is where I got to. I love my shadow aspect because we all have the shadow. It is literally just our beliefs and values and that they're not aligned. It doesn't matter. Like, there are so many people out there, and I will say it, I've heard it so often. People say that you've always got to be positive. That is bypassing half of you. You know, it may not quite be half, but a lot of you is shadow. It is just a natural part of being a human being. I'll stop being ranty. Now, episode 56 was abundance in the solar lunar chakra. Emotional awareness. Understanding and embracing all emotions, including the unhealthy ones, allows for personal growth and a more abundant life. And multiple abundant sources. I've always said create your own definition of abundance, and like anything, create your own definition. So being open to various forms of abundance, such as experience in relationships, encourages a richer, more diverse life. And you might be thinking, how's relationships abundance? Think about the lessons that relationships give you. How can that not be abundance? And flow of ideas. Trusting oneself can lead to an abundance of innovative ideas, enhancing both personal and business growth when aligned with one's core values. Again, I talk about values. Episode 57, I chatted to Erin Zimmerman. We talked about embracing visibility. That is something that a lot of spiritual and creative entrepreneurs actually do struggle with. And that's why I look after creative and spiritual entrepreneurs. Repurposing content. Sharing existing messages can maximize reach and engagement, as most audiences don't see every post. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll see I'm talking about the same things over and over again, because this is what I believe in, and this is what I share with my clients to help them understand themselves. I never tell them what to do. That is not my job. My job is to help them trust themselves, their intuition, and their business, and have a relationship with themselves and their business. Now, mindset shifts. Overcoming limiting beliefs can empower individuals to pursue visibility and success, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness. Balance and boundaries. Establishing personal boundaries while maintaining visibility is crucial to avoid burnout and ensure long-term success. In episode 58, it is about business in the solar lunar chakra. So personal growth. Surrendering in business, again, it's not giving up, it's surrendering, it's coming to that grounded, peaceful place, means letting go of unhealthy patterns and embracing self-love, which ultimately benefits your professional life. Self-trust. Trusting oneself is key. It fosters confidence and helps in making sound business decisions without being overly aggressive or pushy. And so when you surrender and then you have that trust in yourself, you see all of this marketing, and I call it bro marketing. It is really aggressive and pushy. And it's basically a transaction. These people, all they want is a transaction. That's all they want. They want the money. They don't actually care about the people that buy it. Now, there are definitely people out there that care about the people that buy their products and services, and that is beautiful. And those are the people that I work with. Now, reflection practice. Regularly reflecting on your feelings and energy can help you stay aligned and committed to your business goals. Reflection is something that I learned early on in my career in the healthcare field. I started off as a first aid officer, and I learned how to actually reflect. And so it's something that I do all the time. I'm always doing it. And it does help, because you learn the lessons and you go, okay, what happened today? How did I do well? What did I do that wasn't so well? You know, all of that, reflecting on everything. Now, episode 59, Sacred Art and Self-Awareness with Chemi Sharp. Now, if you watch this on YouTube, please be aware there is swearing. I'm not a swearer, and I didn't emphasize enough about swearing, so please be aware. In the audio, I have removed as much as possible because, as I said, I'm not a swearer. I don't feel it's appropriate in this kind of context. I do swear occasionally, but not in business. Business is something that I just don't feel is appropriate for it. So please be aware of that. Now, embrace multi-passionate living. Being multi-passionate allows individuals to explore various interests and tools, fostering personal and professional growth without feeling confined. This perspective can combat feelings of depression and stagnation. And so, just be aware that being confined can actually, lead to forms of depression and stagnation. Whereas if you embrace it, it actually helps to prevent that. Self-love as a foundation. Now, Tammy's work emphasizes that self-love is crucial for healing and transformation, helping individuals reconnect with their worth and identities. Sacred art and co-creation. Now, Tammy creates art that for some people might feel it a bit confronting because it is actually women's body parts. And so that can be confronting. So please be aware of that. The process of creating sacred art together fosters a unique bond between artist and client, allowing both to experience transformation and discovery throughout the artistic journey. For me, a lot of the time, I don't create the art with the person. That is something I want to do in the future, though. I want the person to come and create the art with me because it makes it even more personal, more connective. Now, in episode 60, it is business within the solar plexus chakra. Inner strength is key. The solar plexus chakra enhances resilience, allowing entrepreneurs to navigate challenges effectively. Strengthening this chakra can lead to greater confidence and improved decision-making. Energy of business. Now, just like individuals, businesses have energy that can be influenced by our mindset and emotions. Recognizing this connection helps in identifying the root causes of business challenges. And this is something I talk about again and again and again. Your business has its own energy because you birthed it. So it is a part of you, but it's also separate from you. Like I've had so many people go, oh, my business is me. No, your business is not you. You are separate to your business. Yes, it's a part of you. Like, if you've given birth to a child, it's a part of you, yet it's separate. And comfort zone expansion. Just as learning to ride a bike requires stepping outside your comfort zone, so does building a successful business. Embracing discomfort leads to new opportunities. And this is where I talked about that you've got this comfort zone. You take a tiny little step and you expand that comfort zone. And then you take a tiny little step again into the next little bit of discomfort or fear or whatever. And eventually your comfort zone gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's amazing what actually happens. And you can have a successful business. Now, episode 61, Embracing Minimalism and Mindfulness with Rebecca Saltzman. Decluttering is linked to mental wellness. And I will say that I've done a huge amount of decluttering because of the moving. And it is incredible what it can actually do. Now, a clear space can foster a clearer mind, helping individuals manage anxiety and depression more effectively. And I will attest to that again and again and again. The process of letting go can invite abundance. Releasing items that no longer serve us creates space for new opportunities and blessings in life. And for me, what I want now is I want experiences. I don't want belongings. I want experiences. I've got enough. I don't need anything else. Now, eventually, when I have my own home, of course, I'm going to get furniture and that. But I'm not going to get all of this other stuff. Yes, I'll have art. That's something I love, though, and art makes a home for me. I don't want to buy more books or more oracle cards except for the ones I create. I don't want anything else. And it's amazing the blessings that I'm seeing in life now. Organising like items together can simplify life. It makes it easier to find what you need, reducing stress and clutter in daily routines. So keep everything together, all the same items, keep them all together. It is so much easier to find, and label them if you want. I love to be OCD about that kind of stuff because it just makes it easier. I don't need life to be hard. Now, episode 62, I actually talked about what is an invisible illness. Because for me, I've had symptoms of depression, anxiety, and complex PTSD. That is invisible illnesses. And so understanding invisible illness, cultivating kindness towards oneself is crucial for healing and personal growth. Being gentle with oneself fosters a more positive mental state. And that did happen for me. The more that I actually gave myself kindness and self-compassion, I have those symptoms less and less and less. And they really show up now. Yes, I might have down moments. We all do, though. Every single one of us has down moments. I don't care how positive you say that your life is. You will always have down moments. It is part of being a human being. Energy fluctuations. Individuals with invisible illnesses may experience significant changes in energy levels, affecting daily activities and responsibilities. Now, not only did I have that with my invisible illness, I also have had that because, I've been through menopause. So my energy fluctuations are different. And, it's something that I've taken into account. Effective support strategies. Offering practical help rather than asking for needs is more beneficial for individuals with invisible illnesses as it reduces their cognitive load. Now, this one came about because of me having invisible illnesses, but also because a friend went through an horrific flood and they lost so much. They just lost so much. And what they said helped them was people coming up and saying, are you okay if I go into the bedroom and, strip down the walls for you? Or I'm going to go back and I'm going to make some meals for you and bring them back. They said what they were going to do instead of turning up and going, what can I do to help? Because they were in overwhelm. They had no idea. And the same things happened recently where a friend lost their house and even part of their shed, which is her business, in a tragic fire. Thankfully, their family and everything was safe, but they've lost everything. So again, there was overwhelm. And people asking what they need wasn't helpful. So going in and saying, I'm going to do this, is that okay? And, getting their permission, of course, that makes a huge difference. So if you know of anyone that is going through things like that, go to them and say, this is what I would like to do. Is that okay? Instead of going, okay, I'm here. What do you want? It's like, if you go to a mother who is overwhelmed because she's trying to do everything and doesn't have the support, instead of going, I'm here. What do you want me to do? Go over there and go, are you okay if I do the vacuuming? Are you okay if I go into your kitchen and start making some meals? It is so much better. I'll get off my rant now. Episode 63, Breaking Through Limiting Beliefs with Omu. I can't say last name. I don't want to stuff it up. The impact of environment. Limiting beliefs can arise from experiences throughout life, not just childhood. This emphasizes the need for ongoing self-reflection and adaptation as we encounter new situations. Defining success. Everyone has a unique vision of what living their best life means. By defining personal goals, individuals can create a tailored path toward fulfillment. We've all got our own definitions. The power of self-advocacy. Learning to trust one's own judgment and decisions is crucial. By prioritizing personal insights over external advice, individuals can create a more authentic life. And this is what I teach. I teach you how to go in and find your own answers so that when you work with other people, because I don't advocate not to work with other people, I advocate for that. I advocate for you first. So listen to yourself, go deep within, find your own answers so that when you work with somebody else and they say something, you've got your values and your beliefs, your intuition and your business to decide if that's right or not. Now, episode 64, I talked about a healthy relationship with yourself and your business. So self-relationship matters. A strong self-relationship allows for better understanding of clients, enhancing the overall session experience. Importance of silence. Allowing pauses in conversation gives clients the necessary time to process and reflect, making the session more impactful. And this came about because I was, working with different coaches over the time. And for me, it was basically all of them talking like the whole time. There was no time for me just to process. And of course, yes, we continue to process. Yet if you allow time during the session for silence, it is incredible what happens. There is so much self-realization that client has that makes the session more impactful, as I've just said. Listening over speaking. Clients benefit more when practitioners prioritize listening over talking, leading to more meaningful takeaways. And I love asking at the end of my session, what was their biggest takeaway? And because I actually had the silence and I listened a lot to them, they had huge takeaways because of the self-reflection. Now, episode 65, I talked to Dr. Heather Brown, and we talked about embracing connection in business and life. Healing through connection. Building a relationship with oneself and one's business fosters growth and empowerment. And again, I talk about your business having its own energy and you having a relationship with it. This approach encourages individuals to embrace their past while looking forward to their future. Communication challenges. Effective communication is crucial in both personal relationships and business. Addressing these challenges can enhance staff morale and productivity. Now, the staff could actually be you. If you're the only person in your business, you are covering all of the different roles within your business, so you are your own staff. Community support. Building a supportive network is crucial for those dealing with invisible illnesses, highlighting the importance of compassion and understanding in both personal and professional relationships. Now, the last episode for this part 1 review was episode 66. I talked about finding clarity in confusion. There are times in business where we can be confused. So how can we get that clarity? And confusion can be absolutely fantastic because it allows us to have beautiful insights. The importance of breaks. Stepping away from work can reset your mind, allowing for fresh perspectives. Breaks prevent burnout and enhance creativity. And business communication. Engaging with your business's energy can provide intuitive insights, fostering a deeper connection and understanding of your challenges. And artistic expression. Creative activities distract the mind from stresses, allowing clarity to emerge through focused engagement and enjoyment. And this creativity could be something simple as taking out a piece of paper, pen, and just doodling. You might even just draw lines on there. But because you're so focused on that, the confusion can disappear and you can get so much clarity. Now, that's been part 1 of part 1 of season 2, not step 2, season 2 of the review. And thank you very much for watching and listening.